In a stunning announcement that has rocked the entertainment world, actor Vikrant Massey said that he's taking a break from his acting career. This announcement comes on the heels of a phenomenal run with recent hits like 12th Fail and Sector 36, cementing his place as a powerhouse performer. In an emotional Instagram post this morning, Vikrant reflected on his illustrious career and expressed a desire to recalibrate his life as a husband, a father, a son, and as an actor. He also confirmed that his upcoming movie, Zero Se Restart, will be his penultimate on-screen appearance, with one final release scheduled for 2025. Now, while some say that it's a genuine voluntary retirement, others have expressed their doubts. Many think that this could be a PR gimmick for an upcoming movie. Meanwhile, Vikrant's latest release, The Sabarmati Report, remember, continues to draw audiences at the box office. Adding to the buzz, Prime Minister Narendra Modi and his cabinet ministers, along with the Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla, watched a special screening of the movie today in the Parliament. Vikrant, remember, has been celebrated as an artist for his roles in movies like 12th Fail and Haseen Dilruba, and series such as Criminal Justice, Mirzapur and Made in Heaven. So what's really going on behind this announcement? Let's try and get an understanding from Gautam Chintamani, he's a film historian and author. Joining us on the broadcast, we're also expecting Manvi Taneja, actor, to join us in a short while from now. Gautam Chintamani, good evening, namaskar. The first question that comes to the mind, why at this point in time, when you're at the peak of your career, when you're being celebrated as an artist, not just in India, but in several other countries outside of India, why would you announce a voluntary retirement? Is it a voluntary retirement, a genuine decision, or, like many say, this could be a PR gimmick for an upcoming film?
Namaskar. I don't know Vikrant personally, and a lot of us don't, who are speculating on why he has said or what he has said. One thing is very clear, that it could very well be a cry for some time, and I think at the filmography that you have read and the phenomenal run that he has had in the last few years, I don't think that he could have gone the Amir Khan way, saying that he'll be selective or he'll do a limited number of films, because that's already been done. I have a feeling that maybe he's not getting exciting work, or maybe he just wants to take a break. And this whole retirement thing has been a very common phenomenon. Somebody like a Daniel Day-Lewis has retired on multiple occasions, only to make a stunning comeback every now and then. Joe Pesci famously retired, and he didn't said that nobody gave him an interesting role. So I think there comes a stage in an actor's life where they really want to figure out that what is it that they want to do. And I think this could be one of those phases. And Vikrant was always, the little that I've seen of him, or the little that I've read about him, always seemed somebody who was cut from a different fabric. So I wouldn't make too much of this, but at the times that we live in, there's a lot of speculation going. I think it's somewhere in between these bookends that we can speculate what has happened.
Okay. Manvi Taneja is also on the broadcast with us. Manvi, good evening, namaskar. What do you make of this announcement that has been made by Vikrant Massey?
I believe it's totally a stunt, because his recently a movie has been released, Sabarmati Report, and after that he's been following some negative reviews and comments from his fans. So somewhere it is a reaction of all the negative response which he is receiving from the audience, because Vikrant as an actor, he has struggled a lot to gain such a huge audience, like from the people. It took him actually years to establish himself in this industry and build a huge fan following. If you talk about his career, he has gained massive popularity after 12th Pass. So 12th Pass movie was released, and there was a dialogue which went very viral. That was कि government चाहती नहीं है कि लोग पढ़ाई करें, लोग एजुकेट हुए, क्योंकि कहीं ना कहीं जो देहाती लोग हैं वो ही उनका वोट बैंक है. एंड दिस डायलॉग रियली टच्ड एवरीवन्स हार्ट, एंड इस डायलॉग से ही गेन मैसिव पॉपुलैरिटी, एंड he got many movies also. Suddenly there was a huge increase in his fan following, and everybody start liking him. And why? Because it was the dialogue was actually real. मूवीज हमेशा समाज का आईना होती हैं, एंड दैट वाज, जो भी उधर दिखाया था वो एक आईना था. सो पीपल लाइक इट फ्रॉम 12th पास टू साबरमती रिपोर्ट. Sabarmati report, which I would say it is a totally propaganda film. People did not like it. Audience did not like it. It did not do well at the box office, and somewhere down the line, it gave him a negative impact after this movie. So it is a stunt, because he actually hurt all his fans because of after doing these films, because of
Okay, Manvi, I
proper.
understand that, after 12th fail, he's gained the kind of popularity that perhaps he was working towards as an actor, as an artist for so many years. The Sabarmati report, of course, was watched in the parliament today as well by the Prime Minister and his ministers. But my limited point is that if you're receiving negativity for a movie, if you are being trolled, if you're being threatened, you take a break from social media. You don't take a break from your entire acting career.
I agree. Whatever Vikrant Massey is, because of his fans, people liked him for what he has worked for. If you work on a movie and the movie does not do good at the box office, people will like, ठीक है, troll हो गया, कोई, there's not an issue. But you're doing a movie which is a propaganda movie. If you talk about Kashmir Files, if you talk about Kerala Story, if you talk about the upcoming story of Kangana Ranaut, Kashmir emergency, and if you talk about Sabarmati, people don't like to watch any movie which is propaganda. And ये सारे जो actors हैं, the actors worked on these films, people don't have a good fan following for these actors, because they know that these actors are only styled for a different uh, lobby of Bollywood. See, Bollywood is divided into two parts. One, Bollywood is, they only make movies for entertainment purpose. The other one is they make propaganda films. They're really called political Bollywood. You can call them political Bollywood, क्योंकि प्रोपोगंडा के तहत ही वहां पे पिक्चर्स बनती हैं. सो समवेयर यू नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड कि प्रोपोगंडा वाली जो पिक्चर्स होती है, यू डोंट हैव अ गुड ऑडियंस विद दैट. इफ यू टॉक अबाउट केरला स्टोरी, इट डिड नॉट गो वेल एट द बॉक्स ऑफिस एंड टिकट्स वर सोल्ड फॉर फ्री. Here also, even few days back, our
Okay, let
PM
me ask Gautam Chintamani of his view on this. Gautam Chintamani, do you resonate with what Manvi is saying?
No, not really, because at the end of the day, Vikrant Massey is not that big a brand name that his decision to quit acting will make people talk about it. It's a personal decision. It's something that he may feel that whatever the lady is saying, that I mean, she would know uh, how things work in the media industry for her to comment. But I think somewhere, if you look at how things are playing out, Vikrant also may feel that he's a limited actor. The kind of films that he does, the kind of roles that he does, may not come by so frequently. It could very well be a stunt. It could very well be a decision taken, to garner eyeballs or what have you. But this is not an uncommon phenomenon. This is something which has happened in the past, and actors really are a very moody bunch. So they can decide what they want to do. But to say that he's losing out on fans, or he's thinking that it's not going to work out, would be a little presumptuous, because who knows if the film would have been a big hit had he not done this. So, that's really something up to Vikrant for him to comment and for
Yeah.
his decision. But be that as it may, the kind of world that we live in, it's very easy to say that a certain film is propaganda or a certain film is not propaganda. That is the beauty of freedom of expression. You can say whatever you feel like. I don't think that this is that big a news for him to for us to follow. But because of the kind of films that he has done, these 2 3 films in the past, they have really resonated with a broad section of the audience, and there is an audience out there for all kinds of
Hmm.
film. To say that Kashmir Files is propaganda uh, is a point of view. I don't think it
Hmm.
was propaganda, because I think that it was deep, it was very well rooted in empirical data and history. अगर कोई चीज झूठ होती है या झूठ बोली जाती है, उसको
Hmm.
रिफ्यूट करना
Hmm.
बड़ा आसान होता है. बट किसी चीज को ये कहना कि वो प्रोपागेंडा है, प्रोपागेंडा तो फिर फिरोज खान की कुर्बानी भी कह सकते हैं आप. कुर्बानी स्टार्ट्स विद अ ट्रिब्यूट टू संजय गांधी.
Hmm. Hmm.
But you don't think of Kurbani as a propaganda film. You think of it as an interesting, entertaining film from that era. So there are a lot of examples in the past, and there will be examples
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
future where some film which resonates politically with a group and does not resonate politically with another group, they may be attacked or they may be charged for this. So, for example, take the Da Vinci Code. When the film came out, the church believed that it was propaganda, whereas very
Hmm,
it was rooted in fiction. It was called a fiction script. There was a disclaimer at the beginning, but it is what it is.
hmm, hmm. Okay, okay. Manvi, a fair point by Gautam Chintamani there. The fact that, perhaps this is, his announcement is not related to whatever you're saying about the kind of response that not just Sabarmati report, but his entire film career has got. Several films have been politically charged, and perhaps the man has just taken a break and he wants to focus on his personal life. This could be it too.
Understand why a man will take a break. He has worked so much for as in so much. He wanted to achieve something in this industry, and finally now when he has achieved, he wants to take a break. No, I will not buy that. But yes, I would like to answer the question which my co-panel was saying about Kashmir Files. So Kashmir Files, if you talk about the propaganda film, if you talk about Kashmir Files, it was not only limited to nation. They wanted to send this to Oscar. They wanted to spread this internationally, but yes, it was not selected in Oscar. If you talk about Kerala Story initially when the trailer was out, it was like there were 32,000 females who were involved in that. Later on, when the issue was raised, they converted 32,000 into 3. See how drastically the numbers change. If you talk about Sabarmati report, in 2023 there was a movie which was getting released by as a BBC documentary. You put a ban on it. If you want, people should know about what happened on that Godra Khan. So when BBC was about to release their documentary, वो release होने देते, let the people decide. When you have received a clean sheet from court, so what was the harm? Let the people judge. Let the
Okay,
people see what exactly. But
this is
yes,
regarding movies,
the
Manvi, but
movies, yeah,
we're
but the
diver.
movies, yeah, okay.
We're going on a different tangent, Manvi. We're talking about Vikrant Massey. We're not talking
Yeah,
about
that's what I'm
films and
saying.
their
Yeah,
subjects right
that's
now.
what I'm
But
saying,
all
that
I'm
he
saying
has
is
made
that
a
why
wrong
label it
move.
anything?
Because somewhere he is feeling that he made a wrong move. He gained a popularity. He signed many movies by doing 12th fail, sorry, and then he did Sabarmati report, which gave him a huge loss on his reputation, his audience, his fan following. So I think he made a wrong move, and he realized that. That's why he just said that he wants to quit. But yes, he will not quit for sure, because he has worked a lot. He has been working since years to get into such name in that industry, and now when he has achieved it, I don't think he will back off now. It's just a stunt.
Okay, Gautam Chintamani, your last word on how one might see it. Should we wait for another announcement that, oh, this was a gimmick for a movie, or should we just let it be and let the man be?
I don't think that we'll ever get to know whether it was a gimmick or not, because even if it were a gimmick, it will never be accepted that it was a gimmick. So, but I think that if Vikrant gets a good role in the future, he's a human being, he can change his stance, and that's happened in the past. Or if he gets a good uh, director to work with. If, I mean, tomorrow, just hypothetically throwing it out there, if Karan Johar decides that I'm only going to make one more film and I want to take Vikrant in that, I'm sure it's going to work out. So, having said that, he's a human being. He has every right to say whatever he wants to say. I don't think that at this young an age and the kind of talent that he is, that he would not come back. There, I agree with uh, my co-panelist. I
Okay.
I just think that it could very well be a break, or he could very well look at a different career. I don't know, but definitely we can have this chat once
Okay.
again if there's another statement that comes from the gentleman.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, if and when it does. But thank you very much. I'll wrap it up here. Gautam Chintamani and Manvi Taneja, thank you very much to both of you for joining us on Mirror Now and sharing your perspectives.